If you had all of the money in the world, if you had all of your problems taken care of, there's one question that none of us can come up with the answer to. Just how many Turkish baths is your house going to have?
Yeah, I like that.
Tonight on the Twisted 10.
Welcome to another episode of The Twisted 10.
What is up, gentlemen? How
Hello?
are things?
Hello?
Gentlemen.
Hello.
I don't resemble that remark.
I keep calling you guys.
Where is the gentleman's jack, if we're gentlemen?
Ah, that's a good point. Actually, I don't
Where's
have any
the
gentleman's
liquor?
shack.
Where's
liquor's
the
upset.
booze?
You just want to start the show over? We can go get some booze.
Nah, I'm
know,
good.
I'm
I'm good.
I need to take a little bit of a break. We have a future list that is coming up that might have some very, very special beers in our palette of appetites as a little teaser.
Beards?
Yes, beards. You're going to be tasting beards. Yes. Lick them. It's going to sound like this.
Did we find these people on that? What's that?
Beardly?
No. That with the beards?
Jesus.
It was my episode, right? It was a weird website.
The website.
It was something to do with beards.
I immediately signed off of that site that night.
Why? You were the perfect person. Look at you.
Oh, thank
Good
you.
looking. Have a beard.
that.
That's pretty much. That's
all you
that
was the requirement.
You didn't even. No, actually, the only requirement was beard. You didn't have to be good looking. That was just a plus.
You know, it's funny. I told that story to Margaret, to my wife, the next day. And I told her, I was like, yeah, I signed up. We checked it out. We looked around. We signed out. It's really exactly what it sounds like. We had a good laugh. And then I just turned the account off. She's like, why? That would have been funny. I was like, even you're in on it. I was like, I'm trying to do the nice thing and the right thing and not keep a dating site app as a married man.
Well, other than Ashley Madison.
That's
the one you do
different.
keep.
That's not for dating.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. That
I
is
just get. I like that
hookups.
site. I just get aggravated because I keep getting matched with Josh. That's the only person that comes up.
Well, turn off your filter for showing bearded, good-looking guys. I mean, that's
That's
what that is.
what my filter is. That's it.
What about downstairs beards? You guys want to grow some downstairs beards?
No.
No.
Oh, no.
No, there's something you can do about that too if you're growing.
There you
one.
go. There you go.
I think I know where you're going with this. You
Beach
actually
ball.
even.
The listener caught the beach ball before you did, right?
Yeah. Oh wait, I was way off. I'm like downstairs beers. Is this the whole Downton Abbey thing we're talking about again?
Oh, no, we're not getting there. So my wife was watching some Downton Abbey.
Bridgerton. What is it? Bridgerton.
I don't know. I wasn't
You
there.
told me what it was.
Oh, I just pronounced it right. Bridgerton.
Bridgerton
He
on
just
Netflix.
said you can't talk. Yeah, so Ron walks in the house. She's watching it on the big screen TV with our 16-year-old daughter. By the way, happy birthday. She just turned 16. And yeah, there's just straight up fucking.
I mean, yeah, they're like.
It's like.
It wasn't just mild. It was straight up.
It
What
was,
up?
It was very. I mean, obviously, certain parts weren't shown, but boobies were.
Yeah, we didn't see penetration, but I was too busy because I was way more into that fucking garlic knot I was eating. I've been on a diet. I got to eat one garlic knot.
We got to get the local
And that
restaurant
was-
Hump of Bellies to sponsor us.
That was way more interesting to me than the sex that was going on the screen behind me. That's for
So
sure.
said a married dad.
Married dad,
Yeah.
fat man
Holy
who
shit.
is on a diet.
You're losing weight?
I am. I
It's looking
absolutely
good.
A lot of
am
weight.
losing weight.
What's
Yeah.
your
Oh,
numbers?
thanks.
Do you want to talk about it?
You're down to like
Yeah, we can
36
talk about it.
C cup. Approximately.
Yeah, 36 feet. I had to get a new bra. I still can't not have a bra yet, but I'm getting there.
Oh, by the way, that Long Beach wall was for Manscaped.
I've lost like 24 pounds.
That's good. That's congratulations, man. That's awesome.
You guys were silent, like, well, that fucking sucks. That's all you lost.
The Josh was saying, it doesn't look like it.
Doesn't look like it.
I was trying to. Adam brought back up the Manscaped beach ball, and I was trying to figure out how to respond to that.
Oh,
with
you want a
what you were
segue for that? I can actually see to shave my bush now. There's the segue. Go on. You were
don't have
looking
a-
for the opening.
You don't
got
have a
it.
dicky do anymore?
What's a dicky do?
It's when your belly sticks out further than your dicky do.
Yeah.
That's a dicky do.
Yeah, I can see my shoes. I can see just the tip of my dick
Dicky do is
when it's
almost,
erect.
Dicky do is almost like a dick fur. Almost. Like
What's a dick fur?
It's to pee with.
Spies Like Us.
Very good. Look at that. Bam. Nailing them.
Great movie. If you've never seen it, Josh, you would enjoy it. It's
I don't know
very
why
funny.
I plugged Bell's Spies Like Us. but
Some
know, 'cause
amazingly
they're one of our future
hilarious
sponsors.
scenes. Spies Like Us.
Yeah, they're
Dan Aykroyd and Chevy Chase.
Dan-
You're done.
Dude,
we're
if we
working on
could-
it.
I can't believe that Dan Aykroyd's actually never gotten him. They've never gotten Dan Aykroyd on Hysteria 51. That is.
So they've referenced him several times.
he could just-
There's that is a real
If somehow
plug, so we'll use the
Yeah.
plug.
Dan Aykroyd could be made known of that show. Number one, it'd probably be Dan Aykroyd, one of his favorite show. And absolutely they get him on that show because he will talk about any of that stuff and all that stuff all day, any day, every fucking day.
Brent and John are up there slapping their foreheads going, guys, we've been trying for 4 years.
I just think he's really hard to get a hold of. Like there's
sure,
no...
he's what do you call it?
He's an A-list celebrity. Yeah, he's an A-list celebrity. There's like no... sliding into his DMs and saying, "Hey, what's up, Dan? Check out my podcast."
However, he does. You're right, though. He does go off the deep end with with
beyond
UFO.
anyone I've ever seen.
All those people who've gone off the deep end their whole life about UFOs are now going. See, told you the government is now saying it
not
too.
Not just UFOs, like Mothman, Ghost. The scene in Ghostbusters,
Cryptids,
the scene in Ghostbusters where the comedy scene where he's getting the blowjob from the ghost.
Yes,
swears he wrote that from something that actually happened to him.
Really?
Yes, he said this on Joe Rogan. So that's where he is with that stuff.
Josh,
Believe it or not,
throw out
that's
another
where he
podcast
is.
that we can plug at the beginning of our show. Joe Rogan, Hysteria 51 of Fish Nerds. There we go. Yeah.
Weren't we supposed to be but we were supposed to be plugging and shaving our balls, and we'll talk about that later.
We'll show our balls on the show live.
We'll do it live.
I'll rub my balls on the mic.
Brohio.
That's
another one.
Yeah.
That was a recommendation from one of our council members. And that's along the same vein. Same like Hysteria 51 data dumps.
I see what you did there. Manscaped, kind of close to the dick. You said vein, kind of tied.
When he said vein, I actually thought about a vein in a penis. That was my instant thought.
Right. All right. So
I'm just that porn I was up there watching with your wife.
I'm just gonna grab. grab it all. I'm gonna bring it back.
But I wanted to talk about the words.
Talking about Manscaped. We want to talk about our sponsor.
Right.
Let's just talk about him for a second. So,
okay.
This is a really great opportunity for us. This week in particular will actually be the end of kind of our evaluation period with Manscaped.
We're getting serious. Serious face, Ron.
Yeah, serious face, Ron.
Well, when Josh starts talking, it's business time. When Dad's talking...
That's the same thing his wife says. When Josh starts talking, it's business time.
Oh, yeah.
It's because of my beard. She found me on beardly.com.
God damn it.
So it's actually been really cool. So they sent us some product. We've talked about the lawnmower here in studio. We've used it. I mean, I am a convert. I went all in on it. I tried to nick myself. That was a terrifying moment. I did not.
So what part of yourself did you try and nick? The balls? The penis?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, so you were going for it.
Yeah. he went right to the tip. Hard erect, right to the tip.
Tried to jam it in there like a catheter.
And he's like, I feel nothing. There's nothing's going on down there at all.
Little as he realized, like bleeding profusely all over the place.
No, it's got a good guard though.
Yeah. I mean, it's got, okay.
Clearly.
So I nerded out on it a little bit. As someone who cuts my own hair, I appreciate this. It has a ceramic blade on it. I know that's not even gimmicky pluggy. It's because of that it can hold a really sharp edge really well, so they can put really tight tolerances on the guards. And it's awesome. So
I couldn't say that.
He got very techie with shaving your balls right there. That was the most techie I've heard about people talking about shaving their balls.
They're sponsoring the show. I was fascinated. I had to look it up.
I'm impressed with your knowledge of it.
We do have a request of the listeners, though. So we are going to ask you to support the show, not just by downloading it, but by going on to manscaped.com and ordering something and use our promo code TWISTED10, because it does get you 20% off legitimately.
And free worldwide shipping.
Free worldwide shipping. But they sell even some $8 lotion and soaps.
Yeah, they've got like non-balls related stuff. I mean,
because it will help us tremendously. No, we won't get like commissions out of the sales. It's not how the sponsorship would work, but it gets us that recognition. So even if it's something small, hook us up.
Yeah, they've got. I mean, if you use a safety razor to shave normally, they sell blades.
Ron did say that if we don't get the sponsorship, that we're shutting the show down. So listener, if you really.
If you have a small penis, you can buy less product. I mean, just works out.
I still think the idea of a vagina soap is
bottle,
good.
No, I'm just kidding.
I still want the vagina soap.
The vagina soap?
The soap that has a vagina, looks like a vagina and has a hole in it so you can clean your dick.
Man, you should check Adam and Eve. I would bet $5 right now that exists.
They should also sponsor the show.
I'm gonna actually.
That's fine.
I'm gonna Google it while you guys are talking to see if
you
vagina soap.
You want to take that bet?
No. Ooh, wait.
But here's the thing: if I look up vagina soap, I'm mostly gonna get soaps to clean your vagina.
Yes,
maybe.
Yes. If Ron's wife can hear us telepathically right now, search your husband's browser history tonight.
That's fine.
There we go. I looked up vagina soap. Vagina soap for men.
What?
I'm getting just bottles of soap.
That's for really whiny men.
For men with vaginas.
Anyway, manscaped.com. Use the promo code TWISTED10, all capitals, no spaces, and it's all spelled out. That's a lot to say for our promo code. But we thought it was going to be easy.
And no numbers.
Yeah, no numbers. And then, 20% off worldwide shipping. And go get it. If you really are interested in a really good product, though, they let us take some samples of their Lawnmower 4.0 and all. That's what all of us have used. And it's a really, really cool device. It just came out a month ago. So it's very new on the market. It's a brand new model. And it has a fucking flashlight. That's the coolest part about it. You can shine a flashlight on your balls. All right, Ron. Vagina soap.
Vagina soap shopping right now. Holy shit!
I get it.
I don't see a hole in it. Damn, that really looks like a vagina. Yeah. Well, no. Then I got to a pocket pussy. Right, kind of mixed in there. I don't see one. That kind of might.
All right.
Vagina soap pink. Boy, Josh really wants to rein it in, so I'm just gonna stop with it and let Josh rein it in.
I was gonna let you go on the hunt. I mean, we could just say vagina soap a bunch while you scroll Google Images.
I see you just said hunt. I see. I got it.
No, I was just gonna say, while I had your attention, big thank you to the council. Absolutely. Big supporters of the show. Thank you guys.
Thanks, guys. I hope they've been liking the dream journal I've been doing in the Twisted Council. Because I have some fucked up dreams, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have some really fucked up dreams. So when I get the more extra fucked up ones, that's the ones I like to put in there.
Some post-apocalyptic pregnant 20-year-old girl in a nice dress in the last one. Yeah.
Like a nice velvet long dress with something frilly.
She
on
wasn't
the bottom.
Post-apocalyptic, but
in
the
a church that was only outside. It was like a bunch of pews perfectly lined up, but no walls anymore. And I had to check her pregnancy. She was like 8 months pregnant. I was supposed to check it, but I told her I don't. Did you read it? Anyway,
TLDR.
You know what? Let's get into it in the after show.
That's a good idea.
That is a good after show, as it is a council members thing. But
yes.
So the Twisted Council, if you want more information about that, you can just go to twisted10.com. There's some info right on the center of the page. And I'm actually going to talk about the council here in a minute. One of the guys messaged me, and I was really touched, so I want to bring it up. But also, for those of you hanging on the live stream right now, what's up, guys?
What up?
Got you guys up on Discord. So the link to join the live stream there, it's on twisted10.com. That'll get you guys in there. It's free to sign up. Just come hang out and just do the show.
One other thing I wanted to add we haven't been talking about. Please, if you could, go into wherever your pod catcher is, especially iTunes. Please rate and review.
Oh, yeah.
Really, 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 really helps us.
Yeah.
I know we don't talk about that a lot. I think it's something we need to mention. We got to get in there and get those rates. Just go in there. It takes 2 seconds. Rate, review, put a little blurb, whatever it is. We really appreciate it. Helps, get our show out there a little bit more. It's important.
I think we should read some of the bad reviews in the after show tonight.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Because I think there are a couple of them that are in there. They're like, hey, good concept. These guys are boring. I think there's a couple that
I think many things we might be, but boring I don't consider us to be. We may even be. I'm sure there's people that think I'm the least funny fucking person ever and wish I'd shut my high whiny voice.
I disagree because I don't think Josh nor I have one of these. Oh, damn it, wrong one.
Would you like a black and mild?
You've had people request that of you in the wild.
In person.
So you have your
in the wild. I like that.
All right. So, man, that was a lot about our sponsors and what's going on with the show. So I wanted to talk about one particular council member. I won't call him out, but last episode, I vented a little bit about I have a ton of shit going on in my life right now.
But good stuff.
A lot good.
But stressful.
Stressful stuff. Yeah. Just like it's mostly good. And so it's just it was kind of wearing on me, and I guess that came through on the show last week. And you know who you are. Thank you. He offered to rent me some extra space that he has at cost, like me and my family, because he thought it was that bad. So I was very touched by that. So I quite appreciate that, dude. But I wanted to take that, and it's not all bad. I was very, very stressed when we recorded last time. We went from having like 3 weeks to prep a house to sell to having it done in about 6 days. It was nuts. It was really poor timing. There was like not a lot of like friends and family available. It was the middle of the week. So we just didn't have anybody like watch the kids so we could get shit done. It was just it was a lot. And then last week we lost our second family dog, which was super sad. Sorry, that's a bummer for the show, but we so we lost
real life, you know.
Yeah, it is a little bit. It's very real right now, but So we lost him, but that's okay. It was very much a mercy. He was not in a good health place, so it was a sort of a relief, I guess. Like it was sad. I'm very sad, but he can. Like,
he was the coolest fucking dog. He was a Shiba Inu. Didn't have a huge statute to him, but he was solid. He was rock solid. I remember walking him one time for Josh when we were living out in Tampa. We were neighbors, and this Rottweiler came just fucking charging towards Kuma, like ready to fight. Like no shit. It had a distance it had to jump of like 4 feet to get to where Kuma was because we were in a higher elevation on a wall. Not walking on a wall sounds weird, but it was just a different elevation of where the Rottweiler was and where Kuma was. And the dog jumps up and tries to bite Kuma, and Kuma times it perfectly where when the Rottweiler bites, he gets nothing but air, but Kuma just lightning fast nipped that dog right on the nose. Like right after the Rottweiler bit, Kuma went boom right on the nose. And that Rottweiler, what the fuck? Yeah. What just happened? I told Josh about it. I'm like, hey, dude, your dog, almost kicked another dog's ass, I guess. But just so you're aware, this happened. He's like, how did he see him? I was like, he didn't fucking budge. I screamed like a bitch running the other way. But Kuma's like, fuck you, dog.
Awesome.
Yeah, awesome fucking dog. So sorry,
awesome.
Josh.
No, it's
family members are tough like that. I mean,
it was hard, of course. It was, but it's okay. It happened. It happened at home, and Margaret and I were with him when it happened. So it was all right. But so that all happened, and then just all of that was building up, and you guys caught me right before all of that happened. But then, in the past 4 days, I got a new job offer making way more. I'm so fucking excited.
Good for you, dude.
So I got that. It's full-time teleworking. It's for a company that only supports nonprofits. It's called RKD. And I'm like super excited for what's coming next. So I also was looking for a job during all of this. So that came to fruition. I got the job offer. The following day on Saturday, we put our house on the market. First day, open house, full price offer that same day. So that's done.
That's awesome.
Because how all of that went down, we had some other weird contingencies. We had to sell our existing house before we could buy our new house, which meant there was a period of time where we were technically speaking homeless, right? Not we go stay with family and whatever, but we didn't have a permanent place there for a little bit, and that's now gone. So that is we can now sell our house, or we can buy our new house and then sell our existing house at the end of June for us. So it's just things all came together very, very quickly. All the stuff that I had been working on and stressed out about, just done.
Nice. That's awesome.
So I am much more relaxed now. Things are going much easier. And I'm work is super easy. That's always fun the last couple weeks after you quit.
You got a case of the fuckets?
I mean, yeah.
Yes. I mean, that's okay.
Absolutely.
Everybody gets that.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, 2-week-itis.
Sure. 2-week-itis, yeah. So it's so that's pretty cool. I get to actually tell my team tomorrow morning, so that'll be...
Oh, they don't know yet?
No, my boss is in Mexico surfing right now, so...
He's like, yeah, man. Sorry, we're going to lose you, bro. Sorry, that's my best surfer dude I can do.
Is your boss a surfer from the 90s? And from California?
He's a surfer from the 70s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so he might have talked like that.
He's a lifetime surfer. He travels
fucking
the world to go surf
waves,
everywhere.
bro.
I will call you out, Ron, for saying California the right way tonight, which you also said the other night when I made fun of you and I listened back to the edits. I'm like, son of a bitch, he said it right. We just said
thanks for the retraction.
Yeah, man, no problem. Big enough man to admit when I'm wrong.
Yeah, I like to think my accents are okay.
Trust me, I'm not one to critique on accents.
It's okay. You'll learn one day.
All right, so I don't think we've said this tonight, but I am the host.
Oh, yeah. The fucking... So the Discord live stream, whoever the host is, we have to put up a note for what the Discord live stream is going to be. And tonight's live stream is, what was it? I got 22 bathrooms and I can shit all day. So that was and I'm like, what the fuck? All right.
So this is going to be something to do with rap? Or houses with a lot of bathrooms.
How do you know rap, Ron?
How do I know rap?
How do you know it's rap? Is that a lyric?
Yes.
Okay. I'm calling you out.
This list started with the idea of the 10 most expensive houses in the world as of the past few years.
Nice. That's what it started out as.
That's what it started out as. And it shifted a little bit because there's a lot of houses that have estimates on them, but like houses like there's one. Let me make sure it made it on this. It did not make it on this list before I talk about it.
Did you bring in an appraiser to help you with this?
Oh, I do have this one on here.
Scratch that joke then.
So but and I'll call it out when we get there. But it's one that's not. It's not done yet. So there's like when you look at the most expensive houses in the world, you see some really fucking cool houses, or outright like buildings and skyscrapers, or like penthouses and stuff. So it shifted into 10 of my favorite houses.
Oh, there you go.
Because there's no way, like some of these have like, this is its estimated market value. And of course, they're all just silly numbers. None of these are normal people houses. These are estates. These are, they measure in like tens to hundreds of acres on some. So it's.
Have you ever gone on to like Zillow or those home websites and just like fucking daydreamed? Like,
no,
it'd be nice to live in this house. Look how many bedrooms it's got.
I truly don't. I will always stick with stuff that I can. I think we talked about this.
Nope.
I know. I just don't. I just don't, dude. That's not uncommon. I just don't.
Thanks, Josh.
I always look for things, and I think we talked about this before, that are just out of my fucking reach. That's always what I want. I always want just one level over what I really, maybe I could, if I really wanted to just eat PB&J, afford that house or that car. That's the kind of stuff I dream about.
That's almost like more torturous.
Yeah, it is actually much more. I don't really dream of the $10 million, $20 million.
Oh no, I have here in Brevard, even here in good old T-ville, man. They've got a couple houses that are like $5-6 million.
Oh yeah, plenty of them.
Yeah,
plenty
of them. Like, dude, look how fucking nice that is. There's one here in this neighborhood that's $2 million.
There is money in Brevard. I know people think there's not. There is absolutely money, especially on the coast.
Yeah.
Well, the cheapest house on this list is $90 million.
Oh,
is it in Brevard County?
Yeah, it's right here on the water. It's for sale.
It's right next to Adam's house.
I imagine it wouldn't be, right?
I'm sorry.
90 million? Are there any homes in Brevard that are 90 million?
I'll have to look that up. We'll have to find out what's the most expensive house.
It's not in Brevard at all.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Yeah, it's not here. I would be curious to know what the most expensive. What's the highest valued house? It'd have to be like out on one of the islands in Satellite Beach,
it's
right?
probably a Chrysophilie. They're like the Brevard County royalty.
Yeah.
So it's probably one of their properties.
So no, this is just 10 really, really badass houses and estates. A lot of these are really worth looking up to kind of do them justice. So if you're not driving, kind of follow along with some of these. They all have names, which I thought was interesting. So like.
My uncle has once owned, like I've had a family member that was a multimillionaire, and he had a home in North Carolina, up in Boone, North Carolina, technically Blowing Rock, that he purchased, and it was named. It was called Creekside. That was the name of the house. The estate was called Creekside, and it was the only property I've ever been on that a family member had that was a named property. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. So it's it's just something that I've never considered, that just owning a house with a name. It's always just been like, my house is street number, street name. Like, that's where I live. I've never been like, yeah, check out, I live over at Creekside. And everyone's like, oh yeah, I know where that's at. Can I have some money?
Basically, yeah.
Being rich.
My uncle's family owned parts of the Florida Keys and sold it to Florida.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so Did
you get any of that money?
You know what I did? I did. My 16th birthday, he gave me my first car. He technically gave my parents my first car. It was my
you did
1987 Mercury Grand Marquis LS station wagon, wood paneling on the side.
That's pretty cool, actually. It was fun. No one's ever given me no fucking car. You gonna give you a car, Josh?
Yes, probably.
No.
Actually, my parents have given me all my cars.
I should have had
my parents helped me get a fucking job early so I could save up and buy my own car.
Buy your own shit.
Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, Robin Leach button for tonight's show. That would have been cool to...
Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. No, I don't do that good at all. That's bad.
No, you sound... It's like a constipated...
Robin Leach! That wasn't too bad. That was a little better.
Like a constipated...
I must need to hear something because that doesn't ring any bells. But I'm awful at names. You guys know that.
You know what? That legitimately might be outside of his.
Yeah, way. It almost is ours. I mean, it almost is ours. We were kids when that was on. So, yeah, I can understand that, Josh. I'm not going to dog you for that one for not knowing that.
I appreciate that. Thank you. That means a lot to me, Ron. Because you always give me shit because I don't get references. Both of you.
Oh, I was expecting you were about to say number 10.
That's what I thought. I was waiting for you to say number 10.
No, but I was just riding the uncomfortable silence to see what happens.
Okay.
I like it.
All right, so number 10.
Number 10. Number 10 most. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You're going to try all night to get this Robin Leach. Releach? What's his name?
Robin Reach? This Robin Reach?
All right, sorry, Joe.
Oh my God, he's never getting through this list.
It's fine. So I made all that fuss about properties with names, and this one doesn't have a name. It's just an address, but it's an interesting address. The address is 1819 Kensington Gardens in London.
That sounds expensive. 18 Kensington Gardens.
So interesting.
1819 Kensington Garden.
Kensington Garden, love. Yes.
It is valued at $128 million.
Is that U.S. dollars?
It's in U.S. Yeah, all of this, I converted everything to U.S. Yeah.
Thank you. 77 billion rupees.
How many It's pounds, you dumbass.
I know. Rupees is another part of the world.
What is that? Is that India?
It actually, I think, used to be like Yugoslavia or some country near Russia.
We're going to bring it back to Josh, or we're never going to get to this show. I can see where we're going on this
India?
one.
Maybe it is India. Rupees.
Oh my God.
So it is owned by Lakshmi Mittal. He's a billionaire. He's the CEO of Arcelor Mittal.
It sounds like he has rubies.
Not rubies, rupees.
Rupees.
R-U-P-I-E-S.
Roofies? Jesus.
Natal?
Arcelor Mittal is the world's largest steelmaking company. So he owns this. So the house in its current state, and I'll explain that, is about 55,000 square feet. It has 12 bedrooms. All of them have Turkish baths. It has a full indoor pool.
What? Back up. What's a Turkish bath?
You know, I should have looked that up.
It's a person from Turkey that pays you.
No, actually, can I ask one of you guys to look that up? Because I don't actually.
I'll look it up.
Ron, look up Turkish bath.
I think it's. I thought it was just the big like standalone ones in the center.
You're not trapping me to see
like
more
a
porn,
tiger
are
claw bath? You like one of those?
No, just like like in the ground, but center of the room style. Like we're all. You see it in like high-end places in movies because it shows up on another one on this list. It calls out like, and it has Turkish bathrooms. And I'm like, I'm not cultured enough.
A traditional Turkish bath package includes 45 minutes of washing. It really is. It really is like
somebody
people
washing you?
washing, traditional body scrubbing, and hand-woven washcloth known as a keys, maybe? Keys?
But that can't come with a
foam
house.
wash and a massage. The attendants usually provide visitors with a peshtimal, I can't read it, guys. I might need glasses soon. Peshtimal, a thin cotton towel to wrap yourself, and a regular towel to use after bathing. That's what it says a Turkish bath is.
It's reasonable to assume all of these properties have serving staff or attendant staff.
So it really is
maybe
something
it is then,
that's pretty cool. Oh, by the way, highest property in Brevard County is $10.1 million. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
All right. Where was it at?
It's in Merritt Island.
Cool. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's community gathering locations. That's what a Turkish bath is. It's
probably
like
on
an
River
open
Road or
area where
something.
services like that can happen. It's a Turkish bath is based off of the Roman bathhouses.
Cool.
So it's like a small Roman bathhouse.
Bathhouse. Yeah, baby.
And who would have thought you'd come to the Twisted 10 to learn something?
Me?
Me.
So I put this one on the list. One, because it looks really cool. It's just the British old Georgian style. But it's 18-19 Kensington Gardens because originally it was two houses, two separate plots, gated and everything. And somebody bought both of them, took the gate down around both of these estates and built a giant fucking house connecting them and turned it into this massive 55,000 square foot mansion.
You know what, though? 55,000 square foot for only 12 bedrooms. Each bedroom has got to be like a football field. Those are humongous bedrooms.
This one, I didn't write it on here, but one of these I came across, they talked about the average room size in one of these. So we will actually talk about that later.
A lot of those bigger houses like this too have what are not counted for room numbers, but they are their very own rooms and bathrooms, are maids' quarters or servants' quarters.
Mm-hmm.
They're separate rooms, still in the house, still under air conditioning, power, whatever, but they're separate rooms that are for your staff to live in. That's where their beds, showers, everything would be.
What, for a little time when I was in retail, I took a hiatus and did some painting houses. And I worked for this guy, and he was painting the it's not called Something of Dreams. It's not Field of Dreams. It's
if you build it, they will
it's Something of Dreams. I forget what. A Street of Dreams. It's in Claremont, and all these houses were like 5-6 million. And they all had like butler's quarters and things like that.
Nice.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Chip, cheerio. Wait, pip, cheerio.
Number 9 is La Palais Venetian, which is the Venetian Palace. It's in France.
Ooh.
This one.
Sacre bleu.
This one is estimated at $140 million US.
How many francs is that? Oh wait, francs, isn't that German?
No.
Or is Marx German? Francs is French.
Marx was German.
Well, I know it's all euros now, except for UK went back to pounds. But I'm saying back before there was euros. I think it was
franc.
Marx. Yeah,
Marx were definitely German.
Marx were German and francs were French.
All right, I take your word for it, brother.
I think I have that right. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
You're good.
I don't even know where rupees is from.
Roofies?
This estate is a 32,000 square foot palace. It is on a cliff overlooking the Mediterranean. So it has a very Mediterranean columns, just big stately structure.
What city was it in again?
It's in Cannes.
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 Cannes? It's Cannes Film
I've
Festival.
always pronounced it Cannes.
You know what though? Tomato, but
yeah,
cool.
The Cannes Film
We're probably
Festival
all
is in
butchering it. Anyway.
Cannes, whatever you want to
Cool.
call it.
Yeah, it's there, right on the coast. The outer perimeter of it, this is another one that's worth looking up, is a walkway that they put shallow water around that you can walk through as well. Kind of like
Interesting.
walk through water and stuff. Let's see, there's some things on this house.
Is it Cannes?
Mm-hmm.
The Venetian Palace, Cannes, whatever. Oh wow, yeah, that thing's massive,
right?
dude.
J'habite Cannes. I live in Cannes in French.
It was built
Je m'appelle toi, je t'adore.
by Kogamad.
Kogamad.
That's I think it's how you pronounce that.
Everybody knows.
That sounds like a Pokemon.
A little place like Kogamad. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
It's
not how it goes.
It's owned by a Saudi billionaire, Imad Khashoggi. It has 24,000 square feet of just living space.
So steel and probably in this case oil. Just thinking about the industries these people are in to own these homes. That's all.
Very good. Let's see. So it has 24,000 that's just living space, a grand entry foyer.
I don't really like the. So I mean, yeah, I see why it's worth as much as you say it is, but it almost looks like
a real estate where it's on the Mediterranean like that.
It's like a shopping plaza. It's almost like a.
Where it's like kind of spread out. And
it's designed for like a venue or something. You know, it doesn't look like it's designed to be a home. I guess I don't like it.
That's fair. I mean, it's.
I guess I don't like it.
I mean, I don't.
I mean, you'd live in it if somebody gave it to you.
I wouldn't spend a penny over $130 million.
Good to know. It's good to know. Everybody has a price, man.
Yeah. So it has a large formal reception hall. The whole thing has got glass elevators, 12 bedroom suites, a full-size family room, multiple kitchens, an indoor swimming pool with Turkish bath.
That's like the thing, huh?
6 acres. It has a private lake, formal garden, tennis court, and 2 swimming pools.
Nice.
Just sounds fucking rad.
Yes.
So obviously I was playing a game that Ron refuses to play when I did this list. I just looked at expensive places and said this would be awesome to live there.
I just don't play it. I don't refuse to play it. I don't know, for whatever reason, just I don't desire to look at like really expensive ritzy homes, or I don't know why. I don't know. I'm not sure.
All right, so this one is number 8.
Number 8.
The Odeon Tower Penthouse. It's a $330 million penthouse. It's a 35,000 square foot apartment at the top of the most expensive building in Monaco. It takes up several floors. All of it, it's got its own elevator lobby, comes up, private elevators between everything. But this one made the list because it has a water slide with that goes down into a 360-degree infinity pool on top of the building.
That sounds badass.
Right? How fucking cool is that?
That sounds really cool.
That is all mirrors, man. That place is like nothing but mirrors throughout the whole place.
Yeah, that place looks just...
From here, it looked like you were showing me like Epcot.
Like a cruise ship or
Get out
something.
from this far away.
This one looks like a cruise ship to me at a glance, like the back of a Royal Caribbean or something. So that was really it. Just I like infinity pools, but I'm a sucker for a view. So if I can combine a water slide, an infinity pool
with a view
and a view,
for me, if I was going to buy like some multi-million-dollar house, the view and the location is more important to me than the house itself.
The view in this place is cool. As a penthouse on this big ass building, your view is
insane.
The city,
yeah,
and the ocean. But yeah, it's fucking cool. This one I like. I'm gonna give this one an Adam thumbs up because the infinity pool fucking kicks ass.
Right.
The whole place looks like a fun house.
It does.
I mean, there's
It's
mirrors.
like
what
the
is this,
coolest
Wonka? Some
bachelor
kind of
pad
fun
all
house?
everywhere. It's got a water slide, not like I installed a slide going into my little above ground pool. No, this is a fucking 70-foot slide. It's a big fucking slide. Yeah, that's pretty badass. That is baller status.
Come with a lifeguard. Can you fall off the edge of the pool and over the building?
Yeah, technically. Yeah, I guess you could.
That feels a little scary, right?
I mean, there's glass.
A couple
that looks
people
like
just
it's up
kind of
pretty
goofing
high.
off, you know.
You would have to try.
Playing with your baby. Whee!
You know what?
Whoops.
That's one of those mistakes you only make once, right?
Yeah,
because then you go to prison.
Away.
Oh, I didn't mean for the kid part. I meant you falling over the.
Oh,
Anyway, did you say it had a Turkish bath in it?
This one,
I think that's what we should set our threshold to. If these have a Turkish bath or not, then
Yes,
they're
thumbs
good.
up.
Yeah.
Turkish bath. No Turkish bath. Thumbs down.
I just want the scene. If I ever am rich enough to ever have a house that could have a Turkish bath in it, I just want to hire actors and actresses to portray a scene from like Spartacus in my Turkish bathhouse.
I would rather just have a scene from like the 70s Playboy Mansion. Okay, I'll be half.
That's a grotto. I hope one of these has a grotto.
Yeah, I'll be half. You girls be the Playboy girls.
Wait,
and,
did we just turn into Playboy bunnies, Josh? And we're in
you
Ron's
got
fantasy?
yeah. You
Is that
guys
what just
are
happened?
definitely the Playboy bunnies.
Is that what he's pointed at us?
I did. It was like subconscious. I worried about
I
myself.
mean, I have
I
boobies,
have all the
but
power now.
Let's see.
oh yeah, you do. Unless you have that one bar of soap.
Let's see. Rich, expensive houses Ron doesn't want, but his friends to be Playboy bunnies, he does. No wonder my dreams are all fucked up.
Ron's a serial killer. So yeah, there's it was hard, honestly, to not
It was.
put a bunch of like really badass penthouses on this list.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
So
yeah.
I have a dream, and this is something that I see at the edge of what I could achieve. I want to own a building, not like a huge building, but like
a 12 by 20 shed. What are we talking here?
I want to own a building.
like a 10-story building.
Okay.
Or
right.
so, like as an end goal. And I want to turn the top floor into like a penthouse. I want to like knock down all the walls on the top floor, remodel the whole thing, turn it into a really awesome penthouse with great views in all directions, and then a rooftop like terrace spot. That's just like my thing, my long distance. I make it. I'm super fucking rich. I sell all my investment property. I buy one building. I live in that building. And the people who live underneath me pay for me to live. And of course, like rent it out like a condo building.
That was very. There's a word I just can't think of it right now. Dictatorish. No.
Dictatorish? Man, I had me some steaks and some dictators a couple days ago.
Dictatorish. Oklahoma Center.
I like them dictators. They taste so good.
Egalitarian. Egalitarian might be the word I'm looking for.
I know it sounds really weird, but like
Egalitarian.
that would be the end goal, is to own a building that people rent out, which like supports my living until I die. So that's what I want. I just think that would be a really cool way to be a millionaire. Just have my own space. And if I get super, super rich, then I can put a helicopter pad on the roof, and I don't need to go down on the surface level anymore.
Helicopter status, yo.
But
egalitarian?
I thought that might have been it.
Yeah,
Something
but I
that means
think
like prestigious. Very,
but that's actually
it's like
opposite.
super
Relating to
equal.
or believing in the principle that all people are equal and deserve equal rights and
definitely not
opportunities.
that. The opposite
So
of that.
anti-egalitarian?
Anti-egalitarian. Thank you, Ron. Thank you.
There we go.
My mind was in the right spot. I just couldn't come up with a word.
yeah, it was a comedian that I heard say this. I think it was a comedian, but he said Jesus was the original egalitarian. He said everybody deserved clean feet because he would wash a hooker's feet. Because he did.
Mary Magdalene?
And that's how I remember what egalitarian means.
Huh. That's awesome.
Good way.
It wasn't a very funny joke for that comedian, though.
I'm
Not
sure,
really.
I'm sure it led into something else,
Oh,
but
I'm
like
sure.
that's...
Yeah, I hope so. Maybe that's why you don't know his name and no one's ever heard of him since.
Netflix specials, man. You need to go search stand-up comedy, and there are some...
Yeah, there's a million.
There's some
real
losers in there,
misses
too. Yeah.
Are there?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So just because you got a Netflix special doesn't mean you're a funny comedian?
Correct.
Okay, good to know.
But our friend of the podcast, Dan Cummins, had a Netflix special, and it was good.
That's true.
When's
His
Trey
was-
going to get a Netflix special?
Next week.
He's
All
actually
right,
doing
that's
pretty.
exciting.
Trey's doing good up in Georgia. He's
Good for
doing-
him.
Yeah, he's made that comedy scene a place to be, like a real deal comedy scene that they
Yeah.
didn't even have anything before him.
Good for him.
All right. So let's see. That was 8. So number 7.
Number 7.
Number 7 is La Folia. LAFOLLIA. It's a $110 million estate. It's in Palm Beach.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. So this one is actually a Florida property. It's 1295 South Ocean Boulevard. If you guys really want to look it up.
A1A.
Beach One Avenue.
He was just in Cocoa Village, but wait, he was just in Cocoa Village.
Word.
Yeah, Vanilla Ice was in concert, man. Ooh, God.
Help me! I'm running out of money.
Those properties down there, so those are kind of hard to distinguish between in that Palm Beach, West Palm Beach whole area down there, because they're all these giant mansions. They're all these that's
So-
like close to where
this-
Trump's
so
place that he
Mar-a-Lago.
Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Mar-a-Lago.
this is called Billionaires Row. And this place is actually a half mile from Mar-a-Lago.
There you go. Yep.
So it's very close. So if you can imagine Donald Trump's personal estate and resort, that's where this house is at. This one is another one it's worth seeing. It's oceanfront. It's got 210 feet of private beach. It's got a fruit orchard. It's got a whole shaded area on the property for just like outside there with banyan trees, whatever, big canopies. Full fitness center, pool, cabana, full garden, and a private boat dock.
Yeah, this thing looks like a country club.
Yeah.
I mean, like a really ritzy country club.
13 bedrooms for that one.
How many square foot is that one?
I actually don't have square footage on that one. I have that for almost all of these.
1 million, Adam.
I don't
That
know.
place is
It's 13,
enormous, though.
13 bedroom, massive estate. I couldn't tell you how many acres it is, but if I had to guess, this is probably another 25,000 square foot property.
Yeah, easily.
No big deal.
Easily.
Yeah, I mean it's huge. It's an estate a half mile away from Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort. So I don't know. I just like the easiest way to equate how fucking big this place is.
It'd be great if the neighbor just had like a deed for the land for the last like 200 years. It was handed down, and all they have on it is like a double wide the park right next door to this fucking multi-million-dollar estate. That'd be
That's
hilarious to see. But it's not. It's also a big ass fucking house.
You
next to
think?
it. Yeah.
There's actually several properties on this road in particular. So I mean, if you just want to look at like this particular area of wealthy people's houses, it's just called Billionaires Row in Palm Beach. They're just all incredible. Every one of them. They're just beautiful.
If you as a Twisted 10 listener know of any, or live, hey, maybe you listening to us right now are in one of these properties that Josh is referencing, hit us up, show at twistedten.com. Let us come do a show from your crib. I mean,
That'd be fun.
when else would we get to go to a multi-million-dollar estate?
That'd be cool.
We know somebody with a mansion. Let's record there.
Hell yeah.
I'm down. Do we know anybody with a mansion?
I don't think so.
Nope.
I don't know. Unless
Mm.
one of our listeners is secretive
Think
about
that
that.
Trump would let us record at Mar-a-Lago? I'd do it. What about you guys?
I would do it for
Yeah,
sure. I would go
definitely.
record it. There's no way in hell we're ever going to get permission to record in there, though. But I would go. Yeah,
It's
I would
true.
go to Biden's pad, whatever that place
Oh,
is.
in Connecticut?
Oh,
I would take.
Or
There's,
no,
there's
not
some jokes
Connecticut.
there. There's some jokes there.
No, not
The
Connecticut.
retirement home,
That's not where he's from. What's his home state?
assisted living facility.
Delaware?
That sounds right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think
That
Delaware.
sounds right.
We weren't joking about politics, but we got too far into politics, so let's get out of it.
Oh, we did because we mentioned their names and we're talking about where they live?
I think so.
You're right. We went overboard. Sorry, guys.
No, I definitely would. Insert political figure here. I would record at his house.
I
and
record,
will
yeah. Rand
push the
Paul's
shit
house,
out of
don't
that.
care.
I give a fuck. His name. People know his name.
What about political influencers?
Like Ben Shapiro?
No. Like
Sean Hannity, Tucker
who's the guy who was
Carlson?
just in a ton of trouble for?
Yes.
I don't know if I would want to go there to that island, that sex island thing.
Oh,
like Epstein's
Jeffrey
Island?
Epstein?
Epstein, yes, Epstein's
Dude,
Island.
A podcast from Epstein's place? No, I don't think I want to do that.
You know what though? That would, you know how many listens that would get?
Yeah, fly there with Bill Gates and Tom Hanks.
What
Let's go do a
I'm
podcast.
saying. That shit would work.
Yes.
The real trick is just to not traffic in children while we're there. That's it. And then we get all the
Maybe
good
it's in the
things.
water. Maybe it's just contagious. It
The
just
children
happens.
will already be there. That's the problem.
Yeah.
that's a little problem
All right.
in your plan.
All right. So I've got one more before we throw some music on, take a little break. I got number 6 for you guys.
Number 6.
So
Hip, hip, cheerio.
so number 6 is called The One.
Oh, that's The Matrix. I've seen this.
The Matrix. It's Neo.
It's estimated at $500 million.
Oh.
It is in
Jesus.
Bel Air, California. I wrote myself a little note so I would remember how to describe this place. I wrote down massive Tony Stark looking mansion.
Excellent.
You see what I'm saying? It looks like Tony Stark's mansion from the Avengers.
Let me see.
It does. It like legitimately does. It looks like a fucking spaceship.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like up on
Very
a
cool,
cliff,
like up in the trees.
up on a little
Up on the boardwalk.
up on a little plateau. It is actually not done yet, so it is still being finished. I had his name written.
500 million?
Yeah.
Elon
This
Musk.
is like a little city.
Yeah.
Is what this is. It's big enough to be. It's like a college campus. That's about the size
It
of this
is
fucking thing.
100,000 square feet under air.
Goddamn. So all right, there you go.
It's a mall.
It's 20 bedrooms, 30 bathrooms. The master suite is 5,500 square feet.
What the fuck are you gonna do
The
with that much
master
room?
bedroom is bigger than this
our
house.
Yeah, it's bigger than our house. It's like two like my house and someone else's
It's
combined.
ridiculous.
Yeah,
That's
it's
nuts.
It's just the master suite. But
You know,
I'd
for
love
in
to
case
see
you
the-
get into
but-
the habit of wanting to, hit
Does
your
it-
golf club inside, you
But here's the
can.
big thing. Does it have a
Fucking
walk-in
stupid.
closet?
I'm turning on this list. I'm now getting mad at these people for building these ridiculous houses with the 5,000 square foot master bedroom. No one needs 5,000 square foot in a master
What do
bedroom.
you need that for? I don't know.
With a 2-inch dick, obviously.
Because
Making
these
up for
people
something.
literally
Because
have
it kinda
so
looks
much
like a
money.
phallic symbol.
These people have so much money. They're trying to just find ways to spend it.
Yeah.
That's just the truth.
100%. Yeah, I mean,
That's
that's
it.
probably registered to somebody's like business address, so that's like a $500
A tax
million
write-off.
office building, and whatever. But so it
We're
is.
hating on this dude. He's probably the most honest guy. in the
like-
world.
Probably the nicest dude ever.
I make all my money with charity work.
Yeah, okay.
Not with a $500 million house.
No, you don't.
Oh, please say this guy is a fucking evangelical. What do you call those guys that do that? Like Benny Hinn, those kind of guys.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
what I'm talking
about.
about?
Evangelist.
Evangelist. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
You were close. You were all over it.
So So this house, without looking at pictures, Adam, because I know you have the picture up, it has 5 of this one thing. What do you think that is?
Turkish bath.
That's a good guess. It's not
Ooh,
Turkish baths.
So the hint is because
pools.
I saw it from the outside, so maybe it's something that's on the outside.
Pools.
Pools is a great guess.
It is pools. This house has
there you
5 swimming pools.
When 1 through 3 just don't work, you gotta
Yeah.
test the next.
One of them is inside. In case
Yeah,
it's
for bad weather.
too
or
I wonder if
hot.
the
it's
owner's
hot.
like, I'm gonna take you to the sex pool tonight. You know what that means?
Yeah.
There's just one pool.
Pool
we have
number
sex
4?
in.
Yeah.
Yeah, always number 4.
Well, that's why you get when you're
You
with
can't
your
have sex in
when
number
you're with
2.
your woman, you get a hotel with 2 beds, one to have sex on, one to sleep on.
All right, go with that.
I still take the king because it's a king.
I bet you take the king.
It also has
King.
a full-size nightclub inside.
Nice.
As opposed to a
Mini,
medium-sized
as
nightclub.
opposed to a
Yeah.
mini nightclub. Yeah.
Fucking
And
these
a
people.
6-lane bowling alley.
Okay, that's different.
See,
That's a hobby. All
that's
right.
That's a cool rich guy thing to
Yeah,
have.
that's a cool rich guy thing.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that
definitely.
one.
Yeah, I mean, you need
A 5,000 square foot master bedroom, fuck you, but a 6-lane bowling alley in your house?
I'm
All right.
down.
All right, I'm back in. I'm back in on this guy.
It was a 5,000 square foot master suite. So that includes, a full 1,000 square foot walk-in closet, of course. I mean,
Big ass master bath.
Big ass bathroom.
Are you less dogging it?
No, fuck him.
I mean,
I'm back on
definitely
not liking him again.
like
5,000
a
square
California king.
California.
In a house like that, I completely expect a rotating, gigantic circular bed. Like 4 times as big as a California king.
Yeah. From like Austin
Powers. Yeah. 100%. If you're rich enough
awesome.
to have a house like this, you better have a fucking bed that turns.
Do I make you horny, baby? Do I?
A little bit.
That's what those emotions are. So yeah, that was number 6. That's the first half of the list.
You know what?
Awesome.
I bet this multi-billionaire that owns this $500 million mansion in Bel Air doesn't do.
Shave his balls.
He should use Manscaped products.
He doesn't.
shave his
He doesn't
balls.
shave his own balls.
Uh-huh.
He has it done in the Turkish bath, but I bet you they use Manscaped products.
I bet they use straight blade razors, no shaving cream, and still get it perfect. You have that much money, you can afford to hire the best, right?
Yes.
I've heard that you can't tell the difference between a straight blade
and a gay blade.
A Manscaped product.
Sorry, that was so
I was
bad.
going for the plug.
Sorry. God, I couldn't. It was right
so was
there.
I know.
Oh, my bad. I ruined your joke with my joke.
It's all right.
I'm sorry.
Your joke ruined all jokes. That's all right.
Go ahead, say what you're gonna say because I do want to hear it.
It's just
you don't even. So it's too late.
Manscaped Clippers cut close. There you go. I'm done. That's kind of hard to say too.
Manscaped Clippers cut close. I can't say
see?
I can't say it either. Manscaped Clippers cut close. There, I got that one. Try it, Josh.
Manscaped Clippers cut close.
Now you gotta do it fast though.
No, I was just making sure I heard it right.
Yes,
okay.
Manscaped Clippers cut. Shit, that's hard to say.
Manscaped Clippers cut close.
You
There you got it.
a little
Yes,
bit.
a little.
Manscaped Clippers cut close.
That was good. What
Did
about
it.
one more time?
No, not gonna do it.
No, one more time.
No,
Come on,
no.
Manscaped Clippers
I deflated
cut close.
the beach ball.
All right.
Okay,
Manscaped Clippers cut close.
very good. Boom, nailed it.
Nice.
I had to warm up my
You put
tongue.
some new music on, right?
Yeah.
We got a new track tonight.
Yeah, so this is which song did we pick from? I forgot the name of it. This is Lately. So this is Lately by True Phonic.
While it's a crying shame, I'm still loving you. Ain't that the truth? And one of these days I'm gonna have to choose. That's why it's such a crying shame that I'm still loving you. Oh, well, it's a crying shame I'm even crying at all. Though tears may fall, I still have my alcohol. That's why it's such a crying shame that I'm even crying at all. Seems I've loved and lost another for the 10,000th time. I'm angry and confused, but I was a fool to forget that I'll always be alone, just shamefully still crying over you. Well, it's a crying shame I seem to be up past 2. Ain't that the truth? And it's all probably 'cause of booze. Woo. That's why it's such a crying shame that I seem to be up past 2. Oh, as my luck would have it, I see I've reached a limit with such a saddening point of view. I'm stripped to for some brand new first impression, just shamefully still crying over you. It's a crying shame. I'm still loving you. Ain't that the truth? I know it's all cause of booze. That's why it's such a crying shame that I'm shamefully still crying over you.
And welcome back to the Twisted 10.
We did a great job with that bumper there, Josh.
Yeah, I do want to apologize. I did say the name of the song wrong. This is not, you're not listening to, what did I say?
Whatever wrong thing you said
whatever
before.
It is. Yeah, this is Cry and Shame. Lately, yeah, I said lately. This is Cry and Shame. So that was True Phonics Cry and Shame.
Because I thought you had said Crying Game before the show.
Yeah, that's right.
I started singing the Crying Game. My Boy George.
Yeah, go start again, Ron. Go sing Boy George.
You want me to sing the Crying Game song or
kind
something else?
Yes.
Sing the best Boy George song you can.
Oh, really? Come, 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 come,
he takes the easy way out.
You come and go. All right, that's all you get.
That wasn't bad though. You're
Lovin' would be
well.
easy if your colors were like my dreams. What color were the dreams?
Blue?
Green.
Red, gold, and green. Red, gold, and green. A red, gold, and green. Oh, great. That's enough.
It sounds very churchy.
Churchy?
It sounds churchy.
Church on time. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
This week on God Pod.
God Pod. God, so awesome.
All right, Josh.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, so we're talking about 10 of the most expensive houses in the world that I thought were pretty fucking cool. That's not really a twist. That's just, I started looking at just most expensive houses in the world, and I realized I was ending up on the same 4 streets in the same major cities. So I said, I gotta shake it up. I gotta find some cool stuff that I like.
I want to have one of these houses, and maybe one of the ones we talked about had it. We just didn't talk, it wasn't focused in the top 10 list. But I want one of these to have a no shit full swim under bar grotto like the Playboy Mansion. That's what. I want a grotto. When Andrea and I put in a pool here at the house, I want a grotto, but it's going to be a little grotto.
What exactly is a grotto?
It's a cave, just a cave. It's really the easiest way to say it. It's a water accessory that is in a cave.
That's pretty cool.
Most people have either a water slide that's coming down the one side of it, or a waterfall that is you have to swim under the waterfall to get into the grotto.
Oh, that's pretty
Those
cool.
kinds of things.
You ever sneak into the pool at the Radisson?
No.
Up
in Cape?
Nope.
He's no, but I went there many times, and we used to get kids would get kicked out for that.
That's fine. Did you?
You damn kids!
Get out of my grotto! I just jizzed in there. Okay. A little slow to the reaction timer there.
Yeah.
But so they've got one. They've got one there. That used to be our escape. Fuck this, we're going on a staycation, leaving the phones at home. We used to get just a night at the Radisson.
But sneak in.
I mean, no, we used to sneak in when we went to the beach because we wanted to clean off.
Is that the pool that's close enough to A1A where kids throw bags of detergent in it and it bubbles up? Is that the one?
No.
It's one in Cocoa Beach
that's crazy kids.
Oh yeah, there's and they do it at fountains all the time in Cocoa Beach, which destroys the pumps, by the way. But you throw a bag of detergent, not like a
Get
bag
off
of
my lawn.
liquid Tide or some shit, but a bag of the actual powder detergent.
Tide Pods.
There's some Tide Pods in there, and it dissolves and it gets into the pump and it just makes this giant mountain of bubbles. Which in itself sounds fun until you realize it has
actually
destroyed the equipment. That the pumps are done. They're fried.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Yeah,
they've never been cleaner.
Shame.
It's a crying shame.
All right, so
never been cleaner. That's I guess true.
I think these are all massively impressive, so I'm just going to focus on dollar figures. In
like
my
Josh's
recap.
penis.
So
that works.
So number 10
massively impressive
was $128 million. Thank you, Ron. Number 9 was $140 million. Number 8 was $330 million. Number 7 was $110 million. Number 6 was $500 million. Number 5...
$502 million.
They aren't all going up because you wiggled a little there.
It started as the most expensive ones were at the top of the list. The most expensive one on this list is number 2. Spoiler. Teaser?
Teaser.
It's number 2.
You won't believe
It's
number 2.
It's because number 1 is so fucking cool.
Oh.
If I had to pick a place on this planet to live, number 1. It's awesome.
All right.
So fucking cool.
How much is number 5?
Not even clickbait. So number 5 is the least expensive on this list, and this place is called the Promised Land.
$75 million.
I said this earlier.
Oh, damn it. I missed it. Son of a bitch.
$90 million.
Oh, $90 million. Okay.
The Promised Land is owned by none other than Oprah Winfrey.
I was going to say Jesus.
And Stedman, what's his name?
Stedman.
Stedman?
Yeah.
Stedman. Oprah Winfrey's estate is a 23,000 square foot Georgian style structure. And Georgian style, without having to look it up, is just like if you imagine really expensive old British buildings, Georgian style.
Today, mate.
Estate is 40 acres. The house, reminder, 23,000 square feet.
While that's big, it is not like anything compared to the rest of these houses.
Yeah,
on the list
no,
so far.
it's not, but it's definitely one of the. It's actually one of the larger ones, estate like ground footprint wise on this list.
Yeah.
But I mean, still, it's only 40 acres. I mean, you can walk across 40 acres in like a day.
I don't know about Josh. I think 3 days, easy. Solid weekend.
Just like a good walk, with purpose. Anyway,
and
so
you get an acre, and you get an acre, and you get an acre.
Nice.
Somebody had to do something like that for
Yes,
Oprah.
good job.
6 bedrooms.
Do you know who her neighbor is? Dr. Phil. I can't do a Dr. Phil impersonation, but Dr. Phil.
Oh, he is?
No, I have no idea.
Oh, I
Wouldn't it
thought,
be funny
is there
though?
a joke?
Is there a tie-in between Oprah?
No, apparently not.
I know there is a tie-in because I think Oprah kind of like
Made him?
discovered or made
Yeah.
Dr. Phil.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I know very little about Oprah.
Yeah, me too. I don't know much.
I know that my mom watched her when we were growing up. Like I saw her show. That's about all I know about. And then of course the memes of you get whatever I'm giving away and you get whatever I'm giving away.
Yep.
I want to go on Oprah just for the day when they're like, and you get a Tesla and you
Well, she
get
doesn't do the show anymore.
Oh, that's right.
A long time ago.
Dead.
I think she did give everybody away a car. Everybody got a car, I believe.
You all get one car to share.
Yeah, I think everyone got a car. You get a car and you get a car. I think that was the last episode.
Really?
Yeah.
You know the tickets to that were expensive. To get
I don't know that people knew, but yeah, just because it was
Of
the
course
last
they
day.
knew. The last day she was going to do something big. You knew it. Come on. You knew it. It'd be disappointing if you didn't go on there.
I've never watched a live TV performance like that.
No, I've always wanted to though.
Yeah, that
I've
sounds-
always
they
wanted
do
to
them
go
at the King
see
Center,
like
right?
any kind of live studio broadcast.
Wait a minute.
Show,
The King Center is
talk
a
show.
local,
Don't care. I want to see it.
The King Center. I'm just picturing this in my head. Sorry, this is tangenting off your list, but so I'm picturing in my head they do live recordings of shows at the King Center. King Center is in Brevard County. While it's a great facility, it's Brevard County. So what kind of regular talk show would be in Brevard County? This is Bob and Henry's Brevard Talk.
Twisted 10 podcast.
So there's one that I've actually tried to get tickets for my mom. It's called
Antique
Whose Line Is
Roadshow?
It Anyway?
Oh
yeah.
Oh, so travel. Oh.
Yeah, so they travel.
I was
I
thinking of
didn't
a
know
local
that.
show
I
that
would
would.
totally actually go. I love
I
that
would go see
show.
Whose
and,
Line.
and if you want
I
to
love
see like
that show.
the guys, I forget their names, but the tall guy,
Yeah, Ryan.
Thank you. The older guy,
Don't remember his
I
name.
don't remember his name either.
What, the
And
host?
then-
Not the
the
host.
host is
The-
Aisha Tyler now.
That sounds
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, it
It's
hasn't
not
been Drew Carey
anymore.
well, Drew Carey does Price is Right now there, Adam.
Oh, that's right.
He hasn't been Drew Carey since the old iteration. There's a new iteration now. Aisha Tyler is the host. It's Wayne Brady, Ryan Stiles.
You're right.
I cannot remember the older, bolder.
Colin Macker.
Yeah,
that's
Colin. Yeah,
so-
Colin. That's his
but-
name.
So those,
and
so
then
that cast.
There's a third spot or fourth spot just kind of rotates in between a few different people.
And so that cast performs in Vegas. So if you want to see them, you have to go like to their show
Oh,
in Vegas.
okay.
But then there's a travel, but it's still recorded and they still air it somewhere. But
God, it's got to be
I honestly
tough.
just want to see the Vegas one. Then.
It's got to be
That's it.
tough to be on that often. Meaning, their comedy prowess is just impeccable. They're all about their improv, but you
Yes.
always have to be on.
There's tons of people who are funny who are absolutely not good at improv. Like you have to be
Sure.
good at improv. It's
You have to be funny number
completely
one,
different.
and then also good at
also
improv.
really
Improv's
good
way
at
harder
just-
than stand up.
Way harder. Yeah, absolutely. These guys are awesome. They're the best.
We tangented pretty.
Boy,
hard.
we really
did.
tangented. We're
Yeah,
taking it back
with,
to
we
your.
started with Oprah. And we
taking it
ended
back
up
to
with
the Oprah house.
Whose line is it anyway at the King Center? But yeah, so what else? 40 acres, 6 bedrooms, 14 bathrooms, 10 fireplaces, a tennis court, a tea house, a private theater, and a full artificial pond in Oprah's estate.
Is that for a guy with a lisp that can't say treehouse?
No, she has a place.
Tea
for-
house.
She has a tea house on the property. It's
Tea
a,
and
in my tea house.
tea and tea and crumpets.
Oh, is that pinky up tea? Is that what we're talking about?
Pinky up tea. Yes.
pinky up.
I mean, look, I like tea, but I don't think I could dedicate an entire event, especially a location in a
You
house.
could
to
if you
it.
had a $90 million house.
That's true.
You're
You know
looking
what?
for
You're
shit
right.
to dedicate things to. Let's
You're
just
100% right.
be the fucking tea house. Fuck it.
Does Oprah have a grotto?
No.
Domo arigato, Mr. Agrado. That was really bad.
That was pretty.
Can we cut that out?
Stretch. Nope, staying in, buddy.
Nope. No.
Oh, why? Why did I do it?
All right.
The look I got too was
So-
great. You're like, what the fuck?
We thought you were California, whatever it is again.
California.
Yeah.
So number 4.
Number 4.
This is Le Palais Boulet.
Is it French?
French.
Oh,
You can look up. You can look up the Bubble Palace.
Didn't they make a song about this?
Is it L-E?
LES.
Oh, lay. That is lay.
Le Palais Boulet. This is the Bubble Palace. You can look it up. That's
Avec moi. What's that song? Voulez-vous coucher avec
Avec moi,
I
c'est
thought
soi.
you were singing all of a
Do
sudden.
you want to have sex with me?
All right, Lay, what is it? How do you spell it? L-E-S?
Bubble
then-
Palace.
Bubble Palace.
Le Bubble Palace?
You'll find it. It looks like this.
Le-
This is the picture.
Le
you're going
Bubble
for.
Palace.
Not the Bible passage. What?
So it was designed by I'm sorry. So the
A
Bubble
well-hung
Palace.
what?
The Bubble Palace is worth $390 million US. As of 2019 is where I pulled that number
How
from.
much was it again?
$390 million.
Holy-
This looks like something out of the 70s.
Yeah, it's pretty wild looking. This one is really cool.
That's
so
nuts.
it was a Hungarian architect, Antti Lovag. I hope I pronounced that right.
Don't, Ron. Continue, Josh. I had to control him.
I'm proud of you, Ron.
That was the low-hanging fruit there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was.
I didn't pick it.
It was. It was finished. It was built from 1975 to 1989. So they worked on it for quite a long time. The property has 3 swimming pools, several gardens, a 500-seat amphitheater that's built into the hillside grounds, and it's currently owned by Pierre Cardin, so the fashion designer. He uses it as a vacation home.
Oh my
From
God.
above, it kind of looks
Where
like
do
little
you
intestines. It
Yeah.
looks like pork links or
Adam.
It's bizarre.
Adam, where do you summer?
The Bubble Palace.
Oh, okay.
That's where I summer.
But he, the architect, Lovag, nothing, man. I'm just
No, it's because he's trained now.
he's trained.
Yeah,
I'm like a dog.
that's a beach ball the size of the house. Is
I know.
What that is.
I know. You're
This
right.
house looks like a Hobbit, like
Yeah,
emporium.
So the architect, he said, I wish I could quote him, but he said basically something to the effect of, he was chasing. He was Hungarian, not.
Oh. What's Hungarian accent sound like?
I don't know.
All right.
Adam.
Good eye, mate.
That was awesome. That was so perfect.
He was trying to recreate like old human cave dwellings. I guess was what he was kind of going for by like carved out modular spaces. And so the idea was to be modular. They built out like what they needed, and that's why it's all kind of weird and bubbly and interconnected.
Yeah, they look like concrete yurts that have been
do.
like forced together. Like it's hard to explain.
To me, it looks like staring like, somewhere where they make like terracotta like, vases.
That's what it looks
pots,
like.
and they just like, it's a pile of terracotta pots
on their
that
side.
are just broken in a pile.
It's either that or it's Tatooine. One or the other. Because it kind of looks like Tatooine.
But it's just really, it's really fucking cool looking. So that's the Bubble Palace.
You go to this place, they've got ganja and I mean
they have to.
This looks like a hippie's playground. This is hippie Disneyland. That's exactly what this looks like.
I didn't actually write down where the Bubble Palace is at. What country it's in?
South of France.
I figured France.
Cool.
Based off the
We hail from France.
We come from France.
What movie?
Yeah.
Or what original SNL skit?
Well, SNL skit was the Coneheads.
Coneheads, very good. We hail from France.
France. We come from France.
It's hail.
Hail?
Hail. We hail from France.
I thought it was We Come from France.
I remember that movie.
With Dan Aykroyd and
I shouldn't
Jane
say I
Curtin.
remember the movie. That implies I remember what happens in the
Jane
movie.
Curtin.
I remember those costumes.
Yeah, Jane Curtin.
And in a van down by the river. What's this? Chris Farley.
Chris Farley, yes.
He was the love, the love attraction to the
I
daughter.
barely remember the details.
I remember that movie
at all.
very well. I love that movie. It's great.
It was all right.
Dan Aykroyd is a great movie.
It was all right.
All right.
She laughs at the eggplant and there's a alien dick.
Yeah, I got you.
No ass. They've just got these little flap-looking things on their butts.
I barely remember that movie or that skit.
Number 3.
Number 3.
2 rows of teeth.
All right. So this one, I don't know. It's got a cool story. So this one is the Villa La Leopolda in Côte d'Azur, France.
There's a lot in France.
Yeah.
They got
Europe has history in castles.
They got some
Villa La
ballin'
what?
houses.
Villa La. I'm gonna butcher it to say it American phonetically. Leopolda.
Oh, that's how it looks, Leopolda. Yeah.
Obviously, with
That's what phonetically means.
Oh, damn.
yeah. So this is
That's big.
this one is
That's what she said.
really big. This one sits on.
That's what she said.
This one sits on 50 acres. It has 11 bedrooms, outdoor kitchen, a garden maze, an Olympic-sized pool, and
garden maze.
it sold most recently in 2008 for $736 million. So it actually has a relatively recent valuation to look at. So it,
How do you appraise something like that? I guess people just, you don't get a loan for it, so people are paying cash, so they pay for what they think it's worth.
yeah, I don't. That's anything that valuable. Like, there's nothing to compare it to.
Yeah.
This castle 4 countries over sold for $795 million, and if you go 4 countries to the south, there's another castle.
That's always been a dream of
the
mine, is
thing-
to own a castle.
Yeah, the thing
an
about
authentic
houses
castle.
like this is there's such a select few people in the world that could even buy it.
You just call them.
You probably know whoever sells.
Hey,
sells
Bob,
it,
you interested in the Viva La
Yeah, you remember my house?
Paulo?
Hey, wait,
What's it called?
here's the car. Hey, you remember the house? You came over to. Remember my house?
You came on the wall.
Yeah. No, the other house. No, not the one with the Taiwanese kids. No,
grotto?
the other house, the 4th house. Yeah, that house. You want to buy it? That's what that conversation would be
Low
like.
price of $750 million.
It's a low price. Yes, it's a bargain.
This one had just kind of a fun story behind it. As you saw, it's incredible. Just this is a proper castle. It was a
proper castle.
It was originally owned by King Leopold II of Belgium. It was finished in 1931, designed by American Ogden Codman Jr. The estate was gifted to the king's mistress,
It's too easy again.
Miss Blanche Zelia Josephine Delacroix. Later, it was inherited by the king's
like her water.
nephew. Later, it was inherited by the king's nephew, King Albert I, after King Leopold II passed away and his mistress was evicted from the property.
Damn.
He evicted her so he could inherit it.
It's got history.
It's got a little bit of history. And then I guess the royal family must have sold it, right? I mean, if it's being sold private party, I guess it just was sold out of the family.
I guess.
Does Belgium have kings anymore? Is the Belgian royalty still a thing?
I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
I mean,
well, English,
they could still have royalty and it not be their form of government, like
right.
the UK.
That's what I was going to say. English,
definitely.
England still has or the UK still has a form of government that doesn't mean anything, or a form of royalty that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Other than its
mostly spent
pretentious titles.
Mostly kept up with taxpayer money too, which is what kills me.
But they vote for it.
Yeah, they do because it's
They like it.
tradition.
That's their fantasy.
Yeah, they're proud of their queen. Hey, she gave it all to the working class. Right? I mean, she built the government she wanted.
I have to take your word for it. I know nothing about the royalty and their moral compass over the last 100 years. I have no clue about
Yeah.
the UK.
I know nothing.
I'm gonna say deplatforming. It's kind of
He's nuts. I didn't
kind
know
of
where you were going with that.
I was thinking the same thing, but I was going to try and be mature for one moment.
don't. It's not worth it.
It isn't. Because then Adam will
only
just
one of us has to
pick
do
up
that,
what
and
I
that's me.
missed. Yeah.
I'm the
Our
only one who
listeners-
has to be
Thanks,
mature tonight.
Dad.
Our listeners don't want us to be the mature. They wouldn't listen to us
You
if they
said-
wanted mature.
You said something about deplatforming.
Oh, yeah. I don't know a better word. Like she worked within like modern politics to move power and authority out of the royal family into
Parliament.
a power more representative of the people. It's something that the current queen wanted.
The House of Lords,
The House of
Lords,
Lords.
and the House of Commons.
House of Commons. Yep.
That's like the Senate and the
Man,
House
if you
of
want to
Representatives.
watch some wild debate,
I've-
go watch the House of Lords.
You know, you gotta watch Prime Minister Questions. Remember, I talked about this. It was either a regular show or an after show. I'm telling you, Prime Minister Questions is where it's fucking at. It's so wildly entertaining, much more so than our forms of government, or our display of government, if you will.
Maybe because it's not ours. That's what makes it entertaining.
Yeah, I guess so.
So yeah, just
I really can't think that somebody else in another part of the world are sitting around watching American politics
C-SPAN?
going, this is riveting.
Yeah. Oh, this is amazing. Yeah. No, not compared to
don't
like
know,
Prime
man.
Minister
They made-
Questions.
I was just watching a music festival and they were making fun of us.
Well, making fun of us doesn't exactly mean they think it's
We
riveting.
just said it's entertaining.
Speaking of big beach balls,
All right, so
making fun of America ain't hard to do lately.
no, America. Yeah. That was number 3. So Villa La Leopolda, 750 million estimated value for that one. So number 2.
Most expensive one on the list.
Number 2.
Number 2 is the most expensive one on the list. I'm going to tell you all about it, and I just think for funsies, we should guess how much it's worth.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Don't look
so
it
I
up.
won't look it up then.
No.
Okay.
I will.
Cheater.
Okay.
I've been looking up all these. I want to see
Yeah,
pictures.
I got you.
This one you probably won't even need to look up. So I'm. How do I want to do this? Let's make this fun. I'm going to describe it.
Avengers headquarters.
Playboy Mansion.
It is located in the city of Westminster, London. It is
Oh.
comprised of
Westminster
700. It's
It's
not
the Royal Palace.
That depends on. Maybe keep going.
Josh,
It's not right.
write that down.
It's not right.
Maybe
No,
then.
it's close. It's close.
Covington Square.
It has 775 rooms, 52
Jeez.
royal suites and guest suites, 188 staff bedrooms, 78 bathrooms, 92 offices, and 19 staterooms.
Downton Abbey Palace.
There's 1,000 rooms in this place.
It's 775 rooms break, and then a list of what comprises that. So then 52 royal rooms,
That's
52.
amazing.
Yeah, so it's it has a pool, a lake, a tennis court, a private cinema, a staff dining
Just
hall,
one
chapel,
pool.
and a hospital. I know, just one.
It is England.
It is England.
cold.
Why, they don't swim in England?
No. I think they know how. Isn't that what the stereotype is?
This
I didn't know
is-
that.
I'm joking. There's no stereotype like that.
This is the official residence of the British monarchy, and it has been since 1873. This
It's called
is
something specifically. I can't remember what it's called.
Buckingham Palace.
Buckingham.
Oh, Buckingham Palace. Okay.
Damn it.
Yes, Buckingham Palace.
People
Not-
like,
there's no point surprises. T's probably in Discord talking shit right now.
yeah, he probably knew it.
God damn it.
We have a listener that does hang out in Discord that tells us how dumb we are, but we always read it late. So we.
That's
Yeah.
fucking funny.
He's
And,
like, yeah, he's right.
We usually do figure it out 10 minutes after he does.
and he was right.
You got
I
it,
pulled
yeah.
it up since I drew attention to it. He
Yeah.
was
Oh,
right.
nice.
So yes, this is Buckingham Palace. This is the most expensive property, not only on this list, but it is valued to be the most expensive property in the world, the most expensive single property in the world. If you had to guess what the U.S. dollar estimated value of Buckingham Palace is, what would you say?
Ron, you go first. I'll go after you.
2.2 billion.
Oh, I'm going to go 2.3 billion. I win because it's above that. I'm sure of it.
Wow.
I would go like 10, 15 billion, really.
Wow. Okay, I wouldn't have gone that high. But
So 2.2. It's not like there's a prize.
2.3.
So you would have guessed like 10.
2.2 and $1.
yeah, and $1. Yeah,
So
Price is Right rules.
$1, Bob.
it is estimated at 2.9 billion US dollars.
Ah, okay. Now, if I had said
I keep the crown this week. I'm just saying that now.
so, whatever I said, you were just gonna go right above.
No, I could have gone under, but I was going to go either above or under. Yes.
Yeah, but you said you think it's like 10 billion.
No, Ron. I was going to surprise you and guess the exact same number.
You you said you thought it was probably like 10 billion, like your
I
real
did,
guess.
Yeah. My real guess would
So
probably been
my
around 10
real
billion.
guess was way closer than your fucking real guess.
If that's what you need to feel better about
it is
yourself
exactly
for losing,
yes, it is exactly what I need.
I am like the guy who won first place in the race, but
it should have been
by kicking Ron
it
on
should
my
have
way
been
past him.
secret vote. I'm tired of his bullshit in the games.
I'm just tired of me having a crown in Discord. That's all. Really, we should give it to T this
T,
week.
yeah, we're idiots.
He's
T's the
corrected
smart
us
one.
all show.
That'd be funny. We should do that. So yeah, that's number 2, Buckingham Palace. So number 1.
Number 1.
And Josh's most desired place that if money wasn't an option, where he would live.
Yeah,
Mons Venus.
This wouldn't we
It's
all?
really small and
Wouldn't
cramped
we
in
all?
there, and it's very sad.
But I wouldn't mind living there.
Lots of men are crying in there. It's really bizarre.
A crying game.
All right. So this one is called Antilla. Antilla.
Antilla.
It is located in India. So I don't think they.
Nope, not Antilla.
Yeah, not Antilla.
Antilla.
Antilla. So it is in Mumbai.
Mumbai.
It is the coolest fucking penthouse in the world. It is a $1 billion penthouse. I'm just going to tell you all about it.
Cool.
It is a building. It is, well, I mean, I guess house is a building. It is a skyscraper in the middle. Like I said it was a penthouse.
It's the
That
whole
was
thing in
incorrect.
that picture,
It's
right?
the
It's the
building.
whole
Yeah.
thing.
Holy shite.
Right.
That's nuts.
And
so-
that's already off the ground. It's
So I pulled some details. A lot of this I actually pulled from wealthygorilla.com. They had a lot of great facts on this one in particular. So thanks, guys.
like 20 stories.
Yeah, it's
legitimately
it's a-
like 20 stories of a penthouse.
So it was built for Mukesh Ambani, the chairman and managing director of Reliance Industries Limited, a Fortune Global 500 company and India's richest man. So richest man in India. And what did we looked up the population of India too recently.
It's well over 1 billion. I don't remember exactly what it is. No,
It's like 1.2 or 1.4. Yeah, something like that. Because
yeah.
China and India were real close to each other.
Yeah. India's gaining on China.
That's right. That was last week.
That is fucking immaculate. That is humongous.
The building is 400,000 square feet. It is in Mumbai's Kumbala Hill neighborhood.
Which is what they call the billionaire
it's like
row
their
for
Soho. Yeah, they're like super duper nice place. It is a 27-story high.
27
I really hope it has an
yeah.
elevator.
It has been built to withstand an earthquake of magnitude 8 on the Richter scale. It has 6 floors that are purely devoted to car storage. It has a full...
we also call those garages.
not when it's 6 floors tall.
That's
not
a good
anymore.
point.
Inside, it has a service station for all the cars, a temple, a 50-seat movie theater, and 9 elevators, Ron.
Nice.
It has a health spa, 3 helipads, a salon, a ballroom, a yoga studio, an ice cream room, and multiple smaller cinemas.
You didn't mention the most important thing, though, that I won't buy a house unless it has...
No Turkish baths.
No, fuck, I'm out. No Turkish bath? Nope. Sorry.
When you put the whole property together, it requires a staff of at least 600 people to keep everything running and moving. And
It's a house or a penthouse. That's nuts.
yeah, I mean, it's massive. So
What's the appeal there? Why would you like it? Because number one, India doesn't appeal to me, especially this part of the world, just because of the population. It's so dense.
Well,
So what draws you to it? Would you want that
Oh.
here, though? Like, not a
The
Brevard
place
County, but
itself and not the location is what draws you to it.
yeah, I guess when I said that point, just the structure itself. I mean, Mumbai is a major city, so I mean, it's going to be very up to our standard. So I mean, it's like when I say our standard, I just mean like westernized, to use the term. I mean, very modern. All the tech we could ever want is there. I mean, it's capital of the tech world. It was India for the most part at this point. So.
I get mad driving down Highway 50 in the middle of the afternoon. Can you imagine what traffic is like?
I can absolutely imagine.
But you won't carry in your helicopter.
Because I have 3 helipads in my house.
It's got hella helipads, yo.
Have you ever been to India, Josh? I know you've been a ton of places.
I've been close to India.
Where? Kentucky?
Parts of Afghanistan.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
That was your dad eyes, so he can't tell you or he'd have to kill you.
No, I mean, it was close. I was up, specifically, it was a place called the Hindu Kush Mountain Pass. It's like, if you look at Afghanistan, it's like the big peninsula that sticks out on the northeast side.
Ain't that stuff illegal?
Nice Hindu Kush.
But, so yeah, that house, the Antilla house, is just awesome. It looks super cool. It's 6 floors.
It looks great when you zoom in on it. From a distance, it looks like it's an unfinished structure, which is what's bizarre to me because
I can see how you get that.
Unfinished to me. Like you see supporting structural beams on the bottom, like 12 floors, and then as it goes up, it's just like these different geometric shapes protruding out in certain areas. It just looks unfinished.
And I can see that. It's definitely a very modern architecture.
Yeah,
the structure itself, I would qualify as a piece of art, right? Like what they were going for was to make it look artsy, which I can appreciate.
Goddamn, every light in this whole place is on at night too.
Well, it's got 600 staff members. They got to see.
I guess that's a good point, man.
But yeah, so this is just 10 super awesome, crazy expensive houses that are just out there in the world sitting, because these are all like vacation houses and stupid shit.
That's your bumper right there.
Yeah, you just wrote your bumper.
These are all just vacation houses and stupid shit.
Vacation houses and stupid shit on the next Twisted 10.
That's really cool, though.
Good list, man.
Yeah, I'm still on the Antilla. That thing is still, I don't know, it's something is very attractive about it to me, and then something is very like, oh, I don't know. I would feel uncomfortable in this. It's like, you know what? You know who would live here? Have you ever seen the show on Netflix called Lucifer?
Yeah.
It's a fucking great show. His character, which is the devil, I mean, literally Lucifer in the show, is a playboy, billionaire, not philanthropist, but...
he tries to do good.
I guess that's a good point.
He tries.
Anyway, he would live there. I could see that person living in this.
Yeah, he's got that character is very, I mean, he has a penthouse. That's his thing. He's got
where's your dog go to shit?
Well,
they have a dog shit house in there somewhere, I'm sure.
The bottom 2 floors are for dogs to shit in.
I hand it to one of my 600 staff members and say he has to poop.
He has to poop. Lay down for him there.
They hang him over the edge of the infinity pool.
No, Andrea and I were just talking about hiring a cleaning service to come and do the deeper cleans, because with the babies and now Andrea's working more full time and I'm going to be kind of in and out of the house with my work. It's tough. So we were talking about hiring a cleaning service to come in. So we're talking about like having one person come clean our house, and we're like, I don't know, that seems kind of fancy. We're not like maid type of people.
I've thought about it more often than I think.
I think I'm about to, people.
Yeah, I think I'm about to spring for a cleaning service. I'm over it.
I mean, I think it makes sense. Here's the real trick: when you ask them to clean your house, find out if they turn the fans off. That's how you find a good cleaning person.
If they turn the fans off,
yeah. Your ceiling fans.
Yeah, so they can dust them.
Mine are off most of the time anyway.
We leave our fans on almost 24/7.
Yeah, you don't turn them off unless you're cleaning them.
Yeah, mine stay on, and then when you turn them off, you can tell it's been a while.
Yep. And then you
Actually,
turn it back
my
on.
living room one will be pretty clean. I dusted it not long ago, but boy, the one in the bedroom. Oof. It's like gray worms on the side of each fucking blade. Yeah, it's bad.
Yes, so you should continue your research into a cleaning person. No,
yes,
I thought that was
definitely.
My parents have a cleaning person who comes, and they love it. Just like they maintain the house, but then just once a month, I think, maybe once every 2 weeks, someone just shows up, deep cleans the house while they're at work.
Yeah, that's what we want. We want somebody to do the like mopping the floors and. Deep cleans, like pull the stove out, clean it.
A lot of cleaning services are short-handed on staff right now, too.
No doubt.
It's time to go apply.
Do it.
Well, fucking awesome list, Josh. You brought
Thanks.
the fucking fire tonight.
It's always fun.
And we had some fun making fun of rich dudes and girls, maybe. I don't know who the owners of these places are, but come on, it's all dudes.
Actually,
let's
it
face
was. I don't think there were any female owners on this list.
What about Buckingham
Now that-
Palace?
now that you say
the
that.
Queen doesn't own Buckingham Palace?
Does
I would
she?
be willing to bet the
I don't
people
know.
own. Oh no, not anymore. If it's being sold, no. I guess the people probably would own it.
I don't. Yeah, I guess
She's in charge of it, though.
Is she? though?
she's certainly in charge of it. Of the palace, yeah, definitely.
Save the Queen.
God
And
save
Buckingham
the
Palace
Queen.
is cool. I've actually been there.
You've been everywhere, dude.
I've been everywhere.
Not India.
I've been everywhere, man. He's
that's
been
true.
to, what was it, Kush Palace?
It was
Now the Kush.
the Hindu Kush
the
mountain
Hindu
pass.
Kush. Yeah.
Do Kush.
I went over it. I went over that pass. That's the closest I've ever been to India.
Cool.
You boys ready for the after show?
Yes.
Heck yeah. Real quick, before we cut the show, thanks to the Twisted Council. Thank you for supporting the show. You guys are awesome. Thanks to those of you hanging out on the live stream. We'll talk to you guys in just a minute. And of course, the biggest thanks to Manscaped. Thank you for sponsoring the show. If you check them out, their product, throw them some love. Help us by picking up something real small right now. That would mean a lot to us. Use the code Twisted10. Give you 20%
or something
off.
big if they want to buy it.
That's true. Yeah, I mean,
If they want to buy the lawnmower 4.0.
That's what I'm saying. Their clippers are pretty rad.
Promo
Right,
code
and you
Twisted10. No numbers,
cannot-
all capitalized. Spell it all out. No spaces.
And you
Sorry,
cannot
I
seem to
practiced
cut
it.
your balls no matter how hard you try, according to Josh.
That's true.
That is his testimony.
It's his testicle money.
His testicle money.
Testicle money.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. On behalf of the show, I'm Adam.
I'm Ron.
And to our host tonight,
I'm Josh.
we'll catch you guys next week.
See ya. Bye.